And at least 95 people are now dead after flash floods in southern and eastern Spain. Officials are calling it the worst natural disaster to hit the European country in recent memory. Now search and rescue efforts are underway as at least 2,000 people are still missing or trapped. Foreign correspondent James Longman joins me live now with the latest. James, emergency services say almost all of these deaths have been recorded in Valencia. Now officials are being questioned over late flood warnings. So how are officials there responding? Does it seem like this could have been prevented?
Well, big questions there, Diane. I'm not sure about prevented, but at least people given much earlier warnings. Apparently, text messages went out to people some 8 hours after the flood began. But we understand that as much water fell in just 8 hours that normally falls in a year. So people were just not given the warning. That is the suggestion. It's not clear at this stage. There's also a suggestion that perhaps a unit set up specially to respond to natural disasters in the Valencia region was dismantled very recently, and so there's again criticism of that. But there's no doubt about it, this is one of the worst natural disasters in Spain's history. I mean, just take a look at these photographs. Water smashing through countless communities. The images of the cars that have been just tossed around like toys in the street just gives you a sense of the ferocity of this flood. And it's the timing, you know, it just happened so quickly. People had absolutely no sense that this was going to happen. Power is a massive issue at the moment. Power lines have been wiped out in so many areas, so people are without power. Access now for the recovery effort, that is a real difficulty, and there are so many areas that you can only get to by helicopter, so this really is just not over yet for the people of southeastern Spain. Diane?
Well, and on that note, James, the Spanish Prime Minister says this hasn't finished, those are his words, because new storms are on the way. So what could that mean for the search and rescue efforts in these areas already devastated by this flash flooding?
Yeah, Diane, it's terrifying for people living in the southeast. I mean, there's more rain forecast, and the rescue effort hasn't really even properly begun yet because so many areas are inaccessible. Those cars, apparently there are bodies in a number of them, many of them, and they have to be recovered. The army now, the Spanish military, they've been drafted in to try to help with this, but clearly it's a terrifying time for the people of that region. The King Felipe, has announced 3 days of mourning for this catastrophe. Diane?
All right, foreign correspondent James Longman in London for us. Thanks, James.